This is our heart rate extravaganza project, produced by
Jessica,
Morgan,
and Jamie.
For our first hypothesis, we predicted that a chronic coffee drinker would have a faster heart rate 5 minutes after waking up than people who are not coffee drinkers. Our data came from a sample of Bio 202 students. For coffee drinking, students were asked if they drank coffee or not.
For waking up, students were asked to measure their heart rate immediately after waking up. And then again 5 minutes later. The heart rates were taken at 2 different times to calculate an average change. After compiling the data, we found the average change of heart rate between immediately after waking up and 5 minutes after waking up to be chronic coffee drinkers equals 6 beats per minute and non-coffee drinkers equals 10 beats per minute.
After viewing our results, we found that our hypothesis was incorrect. This could be possible because the coffee drinkers are used to the stimulation of caffeine first thing in the morning versus the non-coffee drinkers. Coffee drinkers need the extra stimulation to increase their heart rate, whereas the non-coffee drinkers increase their heart rate naturally.
For our second hypothesis, we predicted that people who exercise regularly will have a slower heart rate after taking a hot shower than those who do not exercise regularly.
Our data came from the same sample of Bio 202 students. We determined the level of exercise as followed. 0 to 2 hours per week equals a 1, 3 to 5 hours per week equals a 2, 6 to 12 hours per week equals a 3, and 12 plus hours equals a 4. Levels 3 and 4 were considered exercising regularly.
For hot shower, students were required to take their heart rate before and right after taking a shower. The heart rates were taken at 2 different times to determine an average change.
After compiling the data, we found the average change of heart rate between before taking a shower and afterwards to be low exercise equals 8 beats per minute and regular exercise equaled 5 beats per minute.
After viewing our results, we found that our hypothesis was correct. This could be because people who exercise regularly have a more constant heart rate and relax easier versus those who don't exercise regularly.
Although the differences between the averages weren't extreme, they still showed a change in the average heart rate. This concludes our presentation, brought to you by JMJ Productions.